Hi, I'm Martin Shirran, co-author of the book Pause Button Therapy. Let me briefly explain to you how it works. In simple terms, PBT, Pause Button Therapy for short, gives a person the ability, the tools to be able to freeze time, to press pause and to stop and think. It enables them to go to a safe place for a few seconds or a few minutes, and whilst there to think about the consequence of the actions they're considering taking. So where does Pause Button Therapy not fit in? Where would you not use it? You know, to be truthful, I can't think of any situation that wouldn't benefit from its use. But in all honesty, I suppose there must be some. This morning, as an example, I saw a friend called Barry. The way I see it, he's had a number of pause button therapy moments over the last couple of nights, and he's not a happy bunny at the moment. In fact, he looks like he's about to have a nervous breakdown. He told me that his wife Susan found out about him going to a wine bar on Friday night with a woman he works with. Apparently, Sue was under the impression that the Friday night drinks thing was with a group of his male friends from the office. Anyway, Sue's livid. She's cancelled the family holiday to Tenerife, and now she's taken their daughters to their mums for the school holidays instead. She's told him that there's no guarantee that she or the girls will be coming back anytime soon. He's broken-hearted. He loves her and the girls. Whenever you see them together, you'd think they've only just met. He's so tactile. They're always all over each other. And he was so looking forward to spending some quality time with them over the summer holidays. Apparently, a few weeks ago on a firm's training weekend, he got talking to a new girl from the HR department. At the end of the evening, as everyone else drifted off to bed, he decided to stay and have one more drink at the bar with her, even though his best mate kept suggesting that he should get some sleep and be ready for tomorrow's exam. The following week, she turned up at the wine bar that he goes to with his friends from work. After an hour or so, everybody started to drift off, and as he was getting up to leave, she arrived at the table with a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. She asked him if he would mind staying a while and help her drink the bottle. At that point, his same friend came over and said, quietly in his ear, "Do you think this is a good idea?" Without thinking, he decided in a split second that it was, and he stayed. After they'd drunk the whole bottle of wine, both feeling a little tipsy, she leaned over and kissed him, and without thinking, he responded. At that point, he realised the trouble he was in, made his excuse and quickly left. When he got outside, he felt unhappy about driving, so he left his car and jumped in a cab. Anyway, to cut a long story short, when Barry's friend got home, without thinking, he told his wife what had happened, and she happened to be Sue's best friend. Of course, she was on the phone to Sue within 5 seconds, and when Barry walked in, Sue asked him where he'd been and where the car was. Without thinking, he made up a story about having a puncture and leaving it in the wine bar's car park. He was lying, and she knew he was. Barry's pause button moments: initially staying for the extra drink at the wine bar, if only thought about it and seen the potential consequences. It was a monumental disaster waiting to happen. Sharing a bottle of wine with her at the bar after work, even after his friend had suggested it was not a good idea, second disaster. Walking in the door and lying to Sue, the one thing they'd always promised each other they would never do to each other was to lie, third disaster. Maybe though there was a fourth or even a fifth pause button moment. Should Sue's friend, who's also a friend of Barry's, not thought about having a chat to Barry before she brought their world and that of their twin daughters to a potentially dramatic end? Perhaps Sue should have given Barry a chance to explain, a chance to put things right before she contacted her parents, because once she told them the story, it made the possibility of reconciliation between them even more unlikely. And what of the effects on the children? At the end of the day, Barry made a few bad choices. He had not slept with anyone. Maybe it should have been thought through a little. Maybe everybody would have benefited by thinking of the consequence of their actions by taking some time out. Pause button therapy is all about getting people to stop, to press pause for a few seconds, to think through the consequences, both positive and negative, of their actions, and then to follow the route they deem correct. It is for anyone and everyone who's ever made a wrong decision in their lives and would like to make less of them in the future. In the book, Pause Button Therapy, you'll find pages of case studies as well as instructions on how you can start to use the technique yourself the very same day.